Hello guys, we are continuing the same series of digital marketing. In the previous videos, we have already learned what digital marketing is. So now it's time to understand its basics. Basics means planning of digital marketing. And planning means having a website. Website. What it means? Simply, web means www and site means the backbone of digital marketing. Having a website is like having a platform where you can show your content or information regarding your business to everyone. A website is a collection of web pages and related content that is identified by a common domain name and published on at least one web server. For more clarification, let us try to understand this with an example. Suppose you have a content or an idea which you want to showcase to the world, but practically it's not possible to visit your targeted audience one by one. So here, having a website can solve the problem. But how? Okay, so you just simply need to upload your content in the common server. But now you are not only the one who is uploading your content in the server, right? There are already millions of websites existed. So you need to give a specific name to your content, which is known as domain name in the world of digital marketing or internet marketing. After understanding what website is, the second question is what kind of website one should have for the business. So now let us understand the types of websites, and after this you will be clear in your thoughts then what kind of website you should have for your business. There are two types of websites: performance based and purpose based. Performance based websites are those which are specified on the basis of designs and patterns. Further, performance based websites are divided into 4 categories. The first category of performance based website is static websites. It is a very basic form of website and easy to create. Its content remains same during each visit. For example, here is a website of CBSE Academic, which is very simple looking website and having a fixed content. It will remain same either I will visit or you will visit. Similarly, there is a website of Delhi College of Engineering, which is static website again, and its content remains same until the owner of the website will change it. The second category is dynamic website. Information on these websites is not fixed. It keeps changing according to visitor, time, country, and other factors. For example, this is my Amazon account, which are showing me the brands and products according to my search history. If you are also an Amazon user, you can't see the products which I have searched or which I have added to my cart. For more clarity, you can also take the example of Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram to understand how the dynamic website's content keep changing according to the visitors. The third category is mobile website. Due to extreme usage of mobile phones, a need was felt to make websites mobile friendly. As a result, 2 versions of same website got set up. One is for PC and the other one is for mobile. But mobile websites didn't work longer because of mismatching of content. And then finally, to get rid of this issue, responsive websites were introduced. Responsive websites are those which are all device friendly. Their design and patterns remain same for every device. Its content doesn't change. For more clarity, let us see this example. This is a website of a Microsoft. If I resize the tab, you can see the content of the website is itself changing and adjusting according to the size of the tab. This is what responsiveness is. But if I do the same thing with the static website, you can see there is no change in it because this site is not responsive. Its content is not adjusting itself.